Well, there is one piece of lawn care equipment that I don't talk about hardly at all, and certainly don't talk about enough, and that's my sprinkler controller. Where I live here in Utah, and really most of the Intermountain West and Western United States, is in a severe drought, and so conserving water is kind of a big deal. And I have to attribute the majority of my water conservation efforts to my Rachio sprinkler controller, and today it's getting an upgrade. So I am here in my garage, and this guy right here, this is the Gen 2 Rachio controller. This has been in the garage on active duty for the better part of almost 10 years now. I bought it shortly after we moved in and had the sprinklers done. I hated the old controller that wouldn't connect to the internet, that I didn't know how to program, that was too confusing to use, and I got this. And the nice thing about these smart controllers, you'll have to check your local area, but rebates are available for these because the local water authorities, at least here out west, they want to help you get these because it's going to help conserve water, and so they give you a little kickback for installing these. So check with your local water conservancy and see if you get any kind of rebates on smart sprinkler controllers like this one. If you live in Utah, yes you do. There you go, did the hard work for you. I'll even do you one better and leave a link for my Utah friends so that you can go to the website and make sure that you claim your rebate after you purchase and install. Now, as I mentioned, the Gen 2 is getting upgraded today. I have the Gen 3 controller right here, courtesy of Rachio. They found my videos and reached out and offered to upgrade me. Thank you very much to the team at Rachio for doing that. It was not necessary. I'm very happy with the Gen 2, but why not upgrade to the Gen 3? I want to share with you some of the cool features and things that I have learned about the Gen 3 controller, and I'm excited to experience with it after it's installed. All right, so step one for changing out the controller is going to be to take a picture of your wires and which numbers and letters and the position that they correspond to inside the controller. You're going to need this for later. Now, right off the bat, I want to show you something that the little details, you know, that just I appreciate. So the cover plate, let's start there. The cover plate has a latch at the bottom, so you have to put it on, and then the latch pops on like that. Sounds terrible. And getting under here to find the latch, to remove it, is kind of a pain. That actually kind of hurt a little bit. Sissy, I know. But that's how that is. On the new one, it's that easy. It's a magnet. Pretty cool. Now, going a little bit further, you notice on the old cover plate, there is nothing. And in fact, the old cover plate covers up the numbers corresponding with the zones that are running. So if you want to see where things are from the controller side, when the cover's on here, you can't even see them. You just see flashing lights. On the new one, you got very visible numbers so that you know exactly what's happening. Next, you notice these little teeny tiny tabs that are really hard to get with fat fingers. See, that one I even messed up a little bit. Oopsie. These are very tiny, very hard to work with. Now, you only need to really work with them once during your initial setup while you're plugging everything in, but still, it's an experience. They've been upgraded. You have much more room to work with here, and the little push-in buttons to open up these holes for your wires are much bigger and easier to work with. Very nice. All right, so first things first, we're just gonna pull all the wires out of here. So let's see if we can keep this clean. Again, not the easiest here. So I'm actually going to reuse one of my existing holes, and then I will mark 2 new ones, nice and level here. Take a 3/16 pilot hole. Pretty straightforward. All right, now I'm gonna take my picture that I took earlier and I'm gonna put it right here in front of me so that I can correctly place the wires exactly where they're supposed to go. And then before we put the cover on, plug in the power. Perfect. And then the cover is literally that simple. The best part about the Rachio controller isn't the controller itself, it's the app, it's the software, the functionality. The new Gen 3 controller has better Wi-Fi connectivity, so it actually supports the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz wireless networks, which is awesome. The Gen 2 only supported the 2.4, so if you're into the 5 gigahertz world, you can sign yourself up right there. This controller also opens up integrations for Alexa and Google Home and other third-party companies like Tempest, that you can have your own weather station at your house. Might be exploring that in the future. That seems pretty intriguing to me. Also, when a schedule is running, I can open the app, I can see how far along I'm in the schedule, what step I'm on, how far into that step. I can pause it, I can play it. I have full control over the whole watering cycle. So there you go, that's the Rachio Gen 3 controller and really the Rachio app in a nutshell. I'm very excited to have the upgraded controller. Should transfer everything over from my account pretty seamlessly, no interruptions necessary. If you're interested in a smart sprinkler controller, highly recommend a Rachio. I will leave a link in the description and on my website. I'm looking forward to having this one for 10 years, just like I had the Gen 2. Thanks so much for watching. Follow along for more helpful and entertaining lawn care content. I'll see you next time.